I see why women really have to shave their legs.
About time you covered up, slut.
Well, trying.
I honestly don't know if this is allowed.
First time at my man's house.
I might have to have like a whole censored box over the middle of my body.
I mean, you're in a swimsuit.
Yeah, but there's very detailed print.
I can't see it from here.
Okay, I can't see anything. So I'm just gonna have to trust you on that.
I can't see anything.
It's gonna get fucking stinky in here.
You can take it off every now and again.
So what are you dressed as?
I'm clearly a sexy nun in heels. What are you dressed as?
I'm the hot tub stormtrooper
From Lego Star Wars.
from Lego Star Wars.
I said when I set out to find this outfit, I said it needs to be a good mix of sexy and niche, but also speak directly to you.
You had to search for a lot of pieces.
You know what? I tried to find you a blaster, and I couldn't. I was gonna get you a Nerf gun and paint it black, but then I was like,
Including the tip.
no.
So when a cop pulls me over, he sees it in my passenger seat and lights me up.
Yeah, exactly. But you're a stormtrooper, so you're gonna die from getting hit by a rock anyway.
That's true.
Well, happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Doesn't come out on Halloween, but it comes out close enough.
Yeah, like what, day before?
29th.
Oh, yeah, the video part.
Oh, the video part.
Before,
yeah, it does come out on October 30th.
I hope this is scary enough for you.
I like how my chest is big enough to... 52 inches, by the way.
He fits into a medium large nun's dress. This is also, like, when I was driving over here, I was thinking about the things that we're going to be talking about today. I was like, this is perfect attire for that.
You know what it is? Because we are talking about white supremacy, police misconduct, witches, me.
Yeah.
Cults, you, kinda. Star Wars. But we'll get into that later. What's new with you this week?
I don't know.
So hard to look up at the screen.
I'm only looking at me, I'm not gonna lie.
The light in here kind of hits you perfectly. You look really buff.
Do I?
Have you ever seen The Black Phone?
Unfortunately.
You know the scene when he comes up off, like he like lets the kid come upstairs and he's like asleep with the axe?
Yeah.
That's what you kind of look like. You look like a child grabber.
Perfect. I don't know, what is new with me? What have I been doing? I've been having really vivid dreams.
Same. I had an Inception dream the other night.
Oh, I had a dream I saw my dead grandma.
Oh.
But she was like faking she was being dead the whole time. And then I saw her at like a restaurant and I was like, what the fuck? I thought you were dead. Where have you been?
Bye, Grandpa.
Yeah. And then I had a dream I was in the office with Arcelia ordering Taco Bell on her computer.
Likely thing for her to do.
Yeah.
I had a dream where I was on a beach and I said, I have to wake up for work. And then I woke up for work in my dream, but it was into another dream and I realized it.
Oh, shit.
And then I like looped way back out to the actual reality.
Hell yeah.
Crazy.
Dude, I'm like kind of losing blood flow in my legs.
Because you're sitting like that, or?
No, because like the seam on the inside is so tight.
Gotta just do what I'm doing.
Uh-oh.
Gotta hit the...
Keep them crossed.
Keep them crossed, yeah. We don't want to see any bulge here. Well, on me. We're getting Halo on the PS5.
I saw something about that. I didn't really look at it too much. I saw people complaining that there was going to be sprinting.
Halo fans are very similar to Call of Duty fans who need to be miserable all the time. But I just think it's crazy that we're getting Halo before we're getting an Arkham Knight or an Arkham Origins remaster.
I never played that one. Wasn't that the one that was like considered the worst?
Arkham Origins? You never played Arkham Origins?
No.
It is considered the worst, and I think it's only considered the worst because Rocksteady did not develop it. But the mechanics are almost exactly the same. It's just a little more glitchy.
Okay.
So the story, I think, is actually one of the stronger stories, except for the twist. There's a twist, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, because Arkham Origins is supposed to happen before the first one, right?
Correct. Yeah, it happens 10 years, I think, or 8 years before the first one. But it's good because it is like, it has really good, like, unique boss battles. So, like, all of the 7 assassins and all of the side characters have, like, very, very unique boss battles. And I'm not talking like, oh, you just punch them. Like, the Deathstroke one is all about, like, countering and, like, having, like, a flowy combat. So it teaches you how to do that. And then, like, the Bane one is about, like, silent movement and everything like that. Like, it's very interesting.
Okay.
I think the Killer Croc one is, well, Electrocutioner is technically the worst, but that's like a gag.
Okay.
It's like a joke kind of thing.
You have to electrocute him?
No, you go to like fight him and you're like in this arena and then you punch him and you just knock him out with one punch. Like, he's like a big talk. You don't fight him at all. But I would say the most like run of the mill one is probably Killer Croc. And you fight him at the very beginning. But there's one where you're like fighting on the side of a building, and that's real fun.
Oh, did you hear they're nerfing the challenges in Battlefront? Or not Battlefront, fuck. Sorry, I'm too in character here. Battlefield. To like unlock the weapons and shit.
What do you mean?
Like for the sniper one, you need like 100 headshots over 250 meters.
Okay.
Which, it's not hard to get a headshot over 250 with the rangefinder and all that, but it just takes a lot of time. But they're popping it so that now you only need 5. So, like, some people that grinded it out or are like in the process of grinding it out are like pissed off
because they put in all the work.
Yeah.
Student loan repayment brain.
Yeah. And then other people are like, I have a job. Can't sit home and play video games all day.
Yeah, I have a job. The worst thing you can say to someone who plays video games. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't having an issue with any of the challenges.
They just take a while.
Yeah.
They're not like necessarily hard.
Well, and that's the thing is I don't think the challenges should be like easy. They should be somewhat challenging.
I think you need more than 5 though.
So wait, what is the challenge that they're specifically nerfing?
It's like some headshot sniper one. I forget if it's to unlock the sniper rifle itself or like a different subset of the recon class, but it's going from like 100 headshots to 5 from what I've heard.
I feel like there's a good in between there.
Yeah, like I was thinking maybe like 25, 30.
Yeah, because the other day when we were playing the daily challenge, it was like get 10 headshots with a sniper. I did that in 3 games.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
it's another one they're taking down, or not taking down, but nerfing is the engineer one. You have to do like 10,000 worth of repair in one game.
Okay.
And repairing a vehicle like a tank from almost dead to full health, I think only gives you 100. And so it was just pretty much like impossible to do. And so I think they're bringing that down to 3K.
Yeah, I feel like there's a healthy mix for all of these. Like, I don't think that, you know, they need to be super crazy, but they also don't need to be like super. I finally found a way to sit. Okay, here we go. They don't need to be like super high.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna be like gripping the toes with my carpet.
Gripping
the carpet with my toes.
We're gonna end up on that playlist. Podcasts where men show feet and or socks.
Oh yeah, we're hella gonna be on that playlist.
I'm gonna email them.
And be like, hey, look at this.
Yeah.
Make like a burner account called like Feet Lover 42.
Feet Lover 42. That is my burner account. Oh my god. I can't talk about what I do for work specifically, but we got
he sells crack to children.
Ish. We got a public records request at work, and it is from county government here in California that is Fairly Rebellious.
Oh.
Pretty sure you know which one it is.
Yeah.
And for some reason, everyone there uses proton.com as their domain. And I'm like, y'all don't have a .gov email for some reason? So.
All right. We'll see if this episode survives. Episode
41
of the Learning Curve podcast.
I was very much, this might help too. I'm going to open this up. I was very much going to, Jesus Christ. I was very much going to play the trailer over everything, but I think that's just a lot to do right now. So I won't be doing that, actually.
I can plug it into the video part of it, like instead of this week's fucking logo and music and shit.
What do you mean? Oh, I see what you're saying. Maybe at the end. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling.
Okay.
So today we are finally covering Dyer Lane. This is the last of our 5 Halloween episodes, as you can tell.
Yeah, we went big for this one.
Super big. Big balls, big muscles. Imagine you have a fucking nun with like biceps.
Dude, there's this anime I want to watch. I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but the only clip I've ever seen of it is this woman goes up to a church and like knocks on the door because her pimp is like chasing her and she wants out. And the nuns inside are like, no, fuck off, like go away. And then one of the guys like shoots into the church and it like breaks a bottle of liquor. And then all of the nuns pull up with like automatics and just fucking spray down this row of pimps.
There's a Ben Affleck movie. I think it's called The Town, where they rob something.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, as nuns.
They're like coming out the bank and there's one guy in the cop car and he sees them and they all stop and then he just kind of like slowly looks away and then they keep robbing the bank.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, good survival instincts.
Just let them do it. It's not your money.
Yeah, if you're a cop, let people rob banks. Especially if they're dressed like this.
Especially. What is more gay? Ignoring the men dressed as a female and in a Speedo? Or going up to them and touching them? And searching their crevices?
I think searching my crevices might be a bit more on the
How do women fucking
side.
have... Anyone with long hair, tap in. And if you're a man listening to this and you have long hair, cut that shit. Does not look good. There's exactly one man on the face of this planet with long hair that looks good.
And his name starts with a J. Ends with an O. And he has a cult.
Oh, no.
That's who you think's hot with long hair. Dude, ow. Dude, this shit is actually hurting. Ow.
Put your little, robe on and cross your legs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
damn it, dude.
Touching tips here today. Sorry. Or just put it over your lap and cross your legs. I was going for Jason Momoa.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, see, there you go. Oh, touching tips again.
Why is this happening today? It like never happens. Here we
go. Let me move that back. Okay, there we go. Tips are touching, sorry. This is the docking episode. Dyer Lane. Holy shit. Okay, so as we've been alluding to for the past month, we have went and you're gonna have to stop wiggling your toes. I'm gonna get distracted and start salivating. I'm gonna start salivating. We went out and we shot a short film at this haunted road in Sacramento.
Yeah, it was super haunted. There was a ghost. There were like 3 at least.
At least.
Maybe even 4.
They're definitely not stock sound ghosts either.
No, they were real.
Real ghosts. We shot a short film detailing some stuff there. So that'll come out after this episode on October 31st. Well, it's going to launch. I don't know. Should it come out October 31st at like 9 a.m. or should I let it come out at 9 p.m. on October 30th? Because that's technically like midnight.
I'd say 9 p.m. October 30th.
All right. You heard it. It's like a movie premiere. All right. It's coming out October 30th at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So midnight, October 31st.
Might have put on Instagram it was coming out on the 31st.
I put it out on the 31st, but the 31st is midnight. So
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay. But the movie's like, it's not fictional, but it's not non-fictional. It's like a mix. So
yeah, there was a real ghost there, but nothing we talked about happened.
Exactly. So we're going to talk about the actual lore behind it today, for you spooky nerds. Okay, so Dyer Lane. This is about a mile-long road off of Watt Avenue in Sacramento. Quite frankly, I don't know what's worse, Dyer Lane or Watt Avenue. I'm gonna have to say Watt Avenue.
Yeah, I was about to say that my experiences on Watt Avenue were not pleasant.
Yeah, one
just
lane,
constant traffic.
I feel like my car is gonna get bipped if I stand still for more than 2 minutes. Yeah. So Dyer Lane is north of the main city. It cuts through a field in northern Sacramento County to connect to, the Natomas neighborhood to like Roseville or Citrus Heights, Roseville is like one of the cities. If you're not from California, Roseville is one of the cities north of Sacramento, and Citrus Heights is like a suburb of Sacramento. There's a long history of weird and strange behavior there. The land surrounding the road belonged to a settler from Missouri. His name is John R. Dyer.
You know what the R stands for?
Racist.
Yes.
John Racist Dyer.
Coined the term, actually.
Yeah. He was born in 1833 in Missouri. He ended up marrying a woman named Julia, and then they migrated. I don't even know, is that migrating?
Yeah.
They did the Oregon Trail, but they did what the Donner Party couldn't survive.
I was about to say ate them down to the bones, but yeah, that works too.
If you were in the Donner Party, right? You know, you're doing the whole cannibalism thing. What are you going for first on a human?
Thighs.
You're not going to cut a strip off their ass and fry it like bacon?
I mean, I at the point where I'm resorting to cannibalism, I think I just want something quick, and I feel like cutting someone's ass into strips might be a bit of a process, but I can just chop off their whole leg and throw it on a fire, you know?
There's a movie that you should watch. It's on Netflix. It's called Society of the Snow. And it's about, you've probably heard of it before. It's about the...
I've heard of snow.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone has. It's on Hoth. Back in the 70s, South America had like their own airlines down there. So like all the countries had their own airlines, and they were notoriously not great because South America during that time was very destabilized by the US. So there was a plane crash out in, I believe it was Argentina.
Is this about that soccer team?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
It's a biopic about that soccer team. They end up resulting in cannibalism, and the way that at least the way the movie depicts it, is they like cut strips off of people's arm and like use sun mirrors, like makeshift sun mirrors or whatever they're called, sun lenses, to fry them. But they actually cook the meat.
I mean, I would. I don't want to eat a raw human.
You don't want to eat human sushi?
No. What if they got like some disease? Like Alzheimer's. I don't want to catch that.
True. Okay, so Julia and John settled in Sacramento sometime in the 1850s, which is during the gold rush. The gold rush started in 1849. They were not gold miners themselves. They seemed to be people capitalizing on the gold rush, because people came out here and then they were like, oh shit, there's nothing.
They were like the people that were selling like t-shirts in a parking lot after a concert.
Exactly. So they basically got out here. The gold people got out here and they said, okay, we're going to start digging. And then they said, what about shelter? And what about food? And what about anything? And they were
That's fine. We can eat the gold.
Exactly. It's super edible.
There's so much of it. Yeah, they got those coins made of gold that you can eat.
That's true.
Like chocolate.
God, that's probably worth a lot of money now, considering how much chocolate costs. But yeah, so they get out here and there's like a subset of people basically who are like, oh, we need to exploit all the gold miners who are going to be rich from mining gold. So they came out here and they became like lumber people or like croppers to like, or farmers to like sell food to people. So that's what they did.
There's a farmer that blew up the first Death Star, believe it or not.
We should have done this in character.
Yeah, I'm switching like now.
You're gonna be in character. Okay. John 3:16. Oh, that would have been a fucking great costume. The guy that stands on the
so niche. I don't think anyone would have got it.
The guy
That's
that
more
stands,
niche than mine.
If you're from California, if you're from Northern
Sacramento,
California,
you know the dude we're talking about.
Oh my god, I'm gonna post a picture of him to go with this.
I'm gonna sit here and play with my toes the whole episode.
That's okay. That's gonna drive. We're gonna get. This is gonna be our most viewed episode.
This is how we get subs.
This is it. Femboy cosplay and toe content. Anyway, so there was a lot of rumors surrounding the Dyer family. So the most of them centered around Julia going crazy, which is like shocker. A rumor about a woman in the 19th? Yeah, because it's one more than the current year. So 19th century being crazy. Basically, the rumors were like John cheated on her and she went crazy. There was one about her killing him and then like starting a slaughter ranch or a slaughterhouse on the ranch.
Wait, what type of animals?
Humans.
Oh.
So she was like, oh, my husband cheated on me, kill everyone. And it's just a rumor because in fact there's records of John's death and how he died, which is just like he just died.
Rebel propaganda, I don't believe it.
These are not the Dyers you're looking for. So some rumors included John being complicit in the killing. So basically it all led back to there being like...
Wait, he was like, yeah, you can kill me?
No. So basically the first rumor is that he cheats on her. She's like, oh my God, I'm so distraught. I'm going to kill you. And then I'm going to kill all men.
Uh-huh.
So here's my slaughterhouse. And then that was quickly dispelled because John was like, hi, I'm alive. And then people were like, all right, so the rumor actually is that he's killing people with her.
Oh, gotcha.
That was also disproven. So yeah. So then in 1956, the ranch was sold to someone named Ross Riolo. After John and his wife died, they gave it to their son, who was the one who sold it to Ross Riolo. So this ranch has really only changed, or this land has only changed hands a couple of times. One when it was stolen from the Native Americans. Then that was John and Julia. They gave it to their son, and then Ross. I don't know who owns it right now, but the land before they came belonged to the Maidu tribe, which is a Native American tribe, who were the original inhabitants in the Sacramento Valley. So clearly some interest there. But today it's just a shitty road that connects northern Sacramento to even northerner Sacramento.
Trash everywhere.
Oh God, just a dumping ground, honestly.
A lot of people riding with chalk on the road too.
It's a big central theme of the movie. That's how I crafted the narrative.
Through the chalk.
Yeah. The movie's still not done, by the way. Today is October 26th. The movie comes out on October 30th, and the movie's not done.
What do you mean it's not done?
It's not done. I haven't finished editing it yet.
Like, you just don't know what to do, or?
Yeah, I'm stuck on the ending. I'm low-key in my Joe and Anthony Russo era.
Okay.
They're the ones that directed the Avengers. So, movie comes out in a week, and it's still not done with the final cut. CGI is not done. Got to do reshoots. Okay, so let's get into the strange events, because there's a lot to go through. And we talked about, so when we watch the movie, we talk about some of them, but we don't go too into detail on them because it's like supposed to be kind of I don't want to say a parody, but like a mockumentary almost of people doing this. So the ones that we talked about, I went into like a little bit of detail. I don't know if you remember what we talked about, but I have more detail on all of them. So we'll start in order. So as far back as the 1850s, there was KKK activity in the fields. Can I say KKK on YouTube? Am I allowed? Okay. So I'm going to say Klan because it's a lot of syllables. So there was Klan activity reported in the fields off Dyer Lane. Basically, they would gather and congregate and do their, cross burnings and whatnot. Side note, my favorite mission on Red Dead Redemption, or side mission on Red Dead Redemption 2, is when you get to kill the Klan.
Don't they kill themselves? Like
So
if you just wait long enough, they
they
try to
light
burn their cross.
one of them gets lit on fire,
Uh-huh.
but the rest are like, oh, put him out, and then you just shoot people.
Oh, I thought they all go up.
No. So they did their cross burnings, and then there have been reports of lynching people. So this is where it kind of gets hairy because of the whole, racism thing. Basically, there was reports as late as the 1930s. So there hasn't been reports contemporarily, I guess, in terms of time. But there is reports of them having kidnapped a local black boy and lynching him. But there's no data or reports to substantiate this. So it's all just rumor. But given that the fact that it is settled history that they were active out there, I wouldn't put it past them. So then in 1934 brings us to the witches. So, oh wait, I lied. Back up. We're still on the Klan. But basically, since there's this whole rumor or reports of them lynching people, people report to see white hooded figures in the field and people hanging from trees out there at night.
Yeah.
Which, I don't really believe in ghosts, but I do believe the lynchings happened because those trees were prime hanging trees.
Yeah, I could have easily hung from one of those.
There's that's a weird thing to say, prime hanging trees, but there's a town, you should look it up if you're not from California, not from Northern California specifically. There's a town up here called Placerville, and their motto is that they are Hangtown 2025. That is their motto. And on their town seal is the tree that they would hang people from, and it's the same trees. I think it's an oak tree. Elk is not a tree. It's an oak tree. Elm? I don't know. One of those trees. But yes, so then in 1934, there was witches. So there's rumors of witches meeting in the fields of Dyer Lane to cast spell. I'm a southern. No. To cast spells. There were reports of about 6 of them. And then the big kind of story behind all this is that one night in 1934, a group of boys followed them to the field to watch them do their little whatever they do, and they abducted them and sexually assaulted 2 of the witches. And as this was all happening, 2 witches ran off screaming while the abducted ones were shouting and putting hexes essentially on the boys.
You're telling me these witches have powers? Now I'm not from around here. I'm from a galaxy pretty far away. And we had something akin to what you guys call witches. We called them Jedi skunks, right? And they had some crazy powers. You couldn't get within 2 light years of one without them knowing where you are, who you are, what you smell like. They were a pain in the ass to deal with. I'm actually quite happy. I was quite thrilled to march on the temple back before the emperor was crowned and get rid of as many of those fuckers as I could. But you're telling me you got those people here and they got abducted by children.
The way you're talking right now is like Mark Wahlberg in Boogie Nights. Have you ever seen Boogie Nights?
No.
It's a movie where Mark Wahlberg is a porn star and his name is Dirk Diggler.
Dirk Diggler?
Dirk Diggler. And the way he talks is so stupid. Okay, so yes, you're right. If these witches are so, not to victim blame, but if these witches are so powerful, why couldn't they have stopped this, right? So basically, they started shouting curses at the boys.
Fuck you.
And the boys responded by killing the 2 witches that they had captive.
Oh.
One was killed by strangulation, and then the other was killed by a rock. The head.
Okay. So they got the forced choke, forced push move.
Right.
Gotcha.
So obviously it's kind of like with witchcraft, is it real? Is it not? In this case, it appeared to be real because within 3 weeks, one of the boys was hit by a truck and killed.
Mm.
Then 4 months after the incident, another boy was mugged and stabbed to death in LA.
That Jedi mind control.
And then shortly after that, another was drowned in a river. And finally, one died in a ski accident shortly after.
So what's the time span of these boys dying?
all within a year.
Oh,
Yeah. So very, very like
maybe your witches out here do got powers.
that's the thing is like that symbol that we found.
Uh-huh.
Witches. Okay, so now we get to John Wilkins, and this is still part of the witches, but it's not.
This is the guy that killed Abraham Lincoln, right?
Yeah, John Wilkins Booth. So he's known as the ghost farmer. So Wilkins was a farmer riding his tractor on the land in the 1940s when he came across the apparitions of the dead witches. So he claimed, he claims to have seen them as ghosts, and it's claimed that they acted as sirens and coaxed him off his tractor, and then the tractor ran him over, killing him, and he's haunted the fields ever since.
But he's still farming?
So the rumor is that at night you can see him in the fields riding his tractor.
So
yes.
That's why that grass was so nicely cut.
It was strangely nicely cut, so clearly someone's taking care of it.
Ghost farmer.
Okay, so now we have the ghost police car. So this is one of the ones we didn't talk about. So in 1954, an officer was shot and killed in a police chase that went through Dyer Lane. The story is really not clear of what happened, but it was speculation that it was the Klan that he was chasing that killed him. So the KKK was back in the 1950s. So the legend is that if you're on that road at night and you're driving in a car, that you may get pulled over on the road, and once you are, the cop car will just straight up disappear once you pull over.
You know, a lot of people say all stormtroopers are bastards. But it's a hard job we do out there, and I can relate to this guy. He's just trying to do his job, get those rebel scum. And what happens? They pull out the blaster. He gets 2 through the dome. I say, stormtrooper lives matter.
Are you talking like Denzel Washington right now? I could never do improv. I'm so sorry. You sound like Denzel Washington in Training Day. So now we have the satanic cults.
Ugh. The worst.
Why are they the worst?
There's a whole planet of them. It's called Dathomir, right? They got horns. The women on the planet are actually kind of similar in vibes to your witches out here. They do like witchcraft. They can resurrect the dead. They can put curses on you and stuff like that. We had to go there one time during the Clone Wars with to fight that old clanker bastard. What was his name? General Grievous.
Yeah, you dropping the C word live on air.
Yeah, fuck those clankers. And it's a dark, gloomy place. They were a cult. I hate cults.
As a nun, I hate cults too.
That's what's up.
Unless it's the cult of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I don't have a cross. Imagine. I'll suck the cult out of people.
You know, you would make a good trooper. You want to sign up? I don't know if we're accepting women right now. We're kind of bigoted, but I'm sure we could. We'll find you a slot somewhere.
As long as I get a silver outfit and inexplicably never die.
Okay, yeah, we can work on that.
Okay, so the satanic cult. So in 1967, there was a satanic cult that worshipped out in the fields. They were trying to summon the demon Amadeus.
It's not high school with that guy.
It's not Amadeus. It's Amadeus or something like that. It's Amdusias. This happened for several years with no success. And then they decided that what they needed to do in order to get this demon to come up was make a human sacrifice. So, what they did is they allegedly kidnapped the sister of one of the members and sacrificed her in that field. Allegedly, it was a success. I say allegedly because I did not see any demons out there. And the demon was summoned, but it backfired on the cult. It was rumored that the members started dying one by one shortly after, with one being found on a park bench with his throat slit.
I'm telling you, do not want to fuck with Dathamirans. That's where Darth Maul came from. You know that?
Where? Hell?
Dathomir.
Oh. I only know Hell. And the Rectory.
I'm sorry, what? He said the rectum? What's that?
Rectory. Sorry, I had something on my face.
The rectory?
Priest baptized me earlier.
You got a rectory on your face?
I'm lucky. So legend says if you get close to the exact spot of the sacrifice of the sister, that you'll be severely scratched. I will say I was severely bitten up by mosquitoes. I did wake up. I'm not going to show it because we can't. I have scratch marks on my butt.
From the mosquitoes?
No, this morning. So, I don't know. Okay, now we get to Ed Beacon. So Ed Beacon was a hitchhiker from Oregon. This happened in 1969. He was making his way from Oregon to who knows where, and he decided to camp out near Dyer Lane. As he camped, he slowly appeared to be losing his mind because he was homeless and not sheltered and not having like a stable life. So it beats me. I need you people to look up where Dyer Lane is because it is nowhere near a city. So why he chose Dyer Lane, I'll never know. It's not like there was a lot of buildings out there and now there's not. There just never was anything out there. But as he camped, he slowly began losing his mind, and people would drive by on the road and see him, and he would just be like screaming to himself. When people would try to approach him, he would say that he heard chanting, and then one day when someone tried to approach him, he started convulsing and ended up dying out there on Dyer Lane. People speculate that he encountered the ghost of the cult. So again, it's kind of all connected, right? Since his death, there have been reports of a hitchhiker on that road, and if you stop and pick him up, he'll get in and then just disappear from your car. I will say, though, I have heard several stories of this exact same variation of a hitchhiker, so I don't know if there's like a ghost hitchhiker handbook, like a union.
Well, I mean, I think it's just a common thing for hitchhikers. We got some hitchhikers in the hyperspace lanes when we're traveling. You know what those are? Hyperspace.
It's on the.
Space is real, right? There's nothing up there. There's no big guy. It's just Emperor Palpatine. But when we're traveling through the hyperspace lane, sometimes we pick up little ghost hitchhikers. We got a special ghost broom, and you just sweep them out the garbage chute. They go right away.
The Kessel Run, yeah. Is it Queso Run or Kessel Run?
Kessel. Yeah, that Han Solo's a lying fuck. He never did that. I tried twice. Died both times.
And they brought you back to life. Somehow the Stormtrooper returned.
Yeah, the back to tanks. Crazy technology. Don't be getting no vaccines, though.
Gonna get demonetized, and we're not even monetized. So that really is kind of the last big event that took place there. More recent events, people claim to see UFOs out there, but it is worth noting that right on the other side of Watt Avenue is an Air Force base. So I don't particularly subscribe to the idea of...
What, you don't think spaceships are real? How do you think I got here?
I've never seen them.
Well, yeah, we got cloaking technology. What about those people that left your planet a while ago? You don't believe they hopped on that spaceship? What were they called again? Heaven's Gate.
The cult leaders?
Yeah, no, they had it right.
So they joined what? The Galactic Republic or the Separatists?
No, this was post-Republic. This was Empire time before the Empire fell.
So did they join the rebellion or did they join Empire?
No, we picked them up real quick and we executed them.
Okay. So they are dead.
Yeah, but they had it right.
Right. I don't believe in spaceships, no. So then the most recent kind of morbid-ish event, I'm not going to go into it because it's kind of near, it's like too close for us to cover it. But there was a man convicted of murder in 2017. He ended up killing his roommate and dumped her body out there on that road, wrapped in an inflatable mattress. And that's the end of Dyer Lane. Very short.
Wow.
But, oh my God. But yes, so Dyer Lane has a history of very spooky, very morbid events taking place on it. When we went out there, did you feel there was something going on?
Well, I'm not force sensitive. If I was, I would be tested by Lord Vader himself, and then if I passed the test, I would become one of the Inquisitors. But I'm not force sensitive, and honestly, I'm a bit of a bitch. If I got tested by Lord Vader, I would just give up and cry.
I can't take this seriously.
Every time I see that man, I pee a little.
You pee a little?
Yeah, but my suit's got built-in filtration, so it's all good.
You're not wearing your suit right now.
I'm not. So if he walked in through that door, it's gonna be a mess. I'm telling you.
Well, I can tell you that when we went out there, I did not feel anything. I don't believe in ghosts, so I was worried that the people were going to come out.
The ones that were in that, like,
the house.
Yeah.
I was worried that people were going to come out.
I thought they were gonna shoot at us when you started filming their place.
That would have been interesting. Would have made it for a better movie. Could you have imagined? We survived Dyer Lane.
Practical effects.
We also had Philadelphia making an appearance with the dirt bikes.
Philadelphia?
Yeah, you know how people like ride dirt bikes in Philly?
I feel like people ride dirt bikes everywhere, but I'm not familiar with Philadelphia.
It's very notorious in Philadelphia. Then there was like the random Trump chalk.
Yeah, there's chalk just all over that road. I don't know who's like, hey, I'm bored. Let's go ride on some street. I'm surprised it hasn't washed away. It looked like some of it had been there for a while.
Well, one was labeled Trump 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's the same people who don't have jobs and are playing Battlefield all day. But yeah, I don't know. I believe everything as far as like the murders and the KKK and stuff out there. I don't really believe the whole satanic cult thing. Because satanic cults really aren't that common. That's why it was called the Satanic Panic of the 80s. But, switching gears, I watched the worst fucking movie I've ever seen on Friday night.
Went to see Tron Ares again?
No, it's like the second worst movie I've ever seen. It's actually a new movie. It just came out. It's called House of Dynamite.
House of Dynamite.
No, it's a Netflix movie. Oh god.
Wait, you went to see a Netflix movie?
No, we watched it here.
Oh.
Yeah. Nick goes, we have to watch this movie. It's with Idris Elba. And I was like, all right. That's usually a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like his stuff is at least watchable. So the movie is about basically the same story told 3 times from different perspectives. And it is about an unnamed country launching a nuclear weapon at the US, a alleged nuclear weapon. And they have to like respond to it.
Is this unnamed country in the snow or the desert?
It is from, they first detect it over Alaska. But okay. It is unnamed because that's like the whole point, is they can't figure out who launched it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the satellites missed the launch. So it was detected by like a ground or like a sea radar as it passed over. And so it's like there's people in the Situation Room. that work for the NSA, and then there's like a perspective from the DoD, and then there's a perspective from the military outpost in Alaska who has to launch the like counter missiles back at it. And the movie just ends.
You don't figure out if they stopped it or not?
You don't figure out if they stopped it, and you don't figure out who launched it.
So it's just a bunch of people for like an hour and a half just going, oh!
The movie's 2 hours long.
It. Damn, 2 hours?
2 hours and like 15 minutes, yeah. So basically what happens is you see inside the NSA room, which this is what fucking pissed me off. First off, they're like, okay, guys, this is the Situation Room, and it's a bunker.
Well, what the fuck you want, an office building?
No, it's a bunker like underneath the White House that looks like a CIA control room in a movie. And I was like, the Situation Room is just a room.
Well, yeah, but if a Situation Room can be anywhere. It doesn't matter where it is.
But they're saying that there's like a permanent Situation Room staff in the White House.
Oh, so they just always have people down in that bunker?
Yes, and it's like a gigantic like warehouse underneath the White House with like just a wall of TV screens and like people like responding to various situations. And it's like, that's not how that happens. It's decentralized for a reason.
Yeah, that would be more like what they got set up in the Pentagon.
Right. So then every person in this movie is like, oh my God, we have a nuclear weapon incoming. Let's call our relatives and tell them. And I was like, that's just so against protocol.
You know, when we allegedly blew up Alderaan, we don't have these nuclear weapons. They're way too slow for us. We got a giant laser that allegedly blows up planets. And people didn't have time to call their relatives. It's just over and done like that. You guys need to get that technology down here.
Okay. But yes, so basically the missile gets launched and you see the military. So you see the Situation Room, like linking everyone together. And they're like, oh, it's okay. Just go ahead and launch a counter-strike missile at it and we'll all be good. So then the military up in Alaska does that. And they're like, oh man, we missed. Because it comes out that the response missiles only have a 61% effective rate. If they separate properly in the atmosphere. Careful.
Yeah, I might have showed my balls a little bit.
That's okay. So yeah, so they miss, and then they're like trying to figure out where it's going to land. Can you take a guess where it's going to land?
Israel.
They're going to shoot a missile over the U.S. to go to Israel instead of just shooting it west.
What direction did they shoot it?
They first detected it over Alaska coming to the U.S.
Oh, Toronto.
No, coming to the U.S.
Oh yeah, but you gotta go that way.
Chicago. Gonna land in Chicago. So they're like, oh my God, guys, should we evacuate Chicago? And they're like, nah. Let's not cause panic. Let's just let them all die.
So now correct me if I'm wrong here, but Chicago is like your guys' version of Mos Eisley, right?
Chicago is like our version of, oh God, what would Chicago be? Star Wars universe. I'm trying to think.
Like a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
No.
Well, it's got a big missile in the middle of it now.
What would be our Mos Eisley? Vegas. In the desert. The worst place you could ever be, and you keep seeing it in places. Yeah, let's say Vegas. Chicago's like not Naboo. I would say like New England is Naboo. I'd say Chicago is I don't know. I don't know what Chicago would be, actually. I don't know enough planets in Star Wars. Not Endor. Yavin?
Yavin is like Redding. Like a bunch of trees and nothing out there. If I'm being real, Chicago would probably be most akin to like Coruscant. Like a big ass city, kind of layered.
But wouldn't that be New York?
I mean, I guess any kind of big city. Los Angeles.
I've always said that New York is the Albania of the US.
Damn, so your dad just doesn't like New York.
Did you see that the Albanians have an AI minister who's AI?
Their AI minister is AI?
Yeah, and now she's pregnant with 81 AI babies.
Oh my god, it's a litter.
This is like the government actually announced this.
How do you make an AI pregnant?
I don't know, but someone goes, is Albania going to be the fifth world country? The first fifth world country?
Just put sperm.txt on a flash drive and keep plugging it in and taking it out hella fast on the computer.
God. Do you want to see a picture of her?
Sure.
Okay, hold on. Break out the laptop. Oh, I literally searched Albania. That's the first thing that came up. This is her. That's her.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can you also just pull up person from Albania? Because I got no idea what an Albanian looks like.
You know what Dua Lipa looks like?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
But just like normal person from Albania. Like Google that.
Person. It's going to be like, do you want AI? They just look Slavic.
Okay. Gotcha.
But yeah, so she is now pregnant. Let me read you the article.
Pregnant with
my bad. 83 children.
Oh my god, 2 more.
Albanian's Prime Minister Edi Rama has announced that Diella, I like how everything is unusable now. That Diella, the country's AI-generated Minister of State Artificial Intelligence, is pregnant with 83 digital assistants.
Oh, okay. So this thing isn't running the entire country. It's just running
AI in the country.
The country. Okay.
And she's pregnant with 83 digital assistants, one for each socialist member of parliament.
She already has like jobs picked out for these people.
Yeah. Speaking at the Global Dialogue in Berlin, Rama said, quote, "We took quite a risk today with Diella here, and we did very well. So for the first time, Diella is pregnant with 83 children."
That's crazy. Then her fucking storage fills up, and then she just dumps all the text logs, and you have to reteach her job.
He explained the role of the assistants, adding, quote, "Each one will serve as an assistant for them who will participate in parliamentary sessions and will keep a record of everything that happens and will suggest members of parliament. These children will have the knowledge of their mother." Oh, so they are actually going to be running the country.
Yeah, I was about to say, imagine, like, how long do you think it's going to be until, like, the politicians are just like, well, this AI is doing my job. I don't have to show up.
That's what Andrew Cuomo's doing in New York. All of his ads are, like, AI.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Diella, whose name means son in Albanian, was appointed in September to oversee Albania's public procurement system with the goal of making it fully transparent and corruption-free. Famously, Eastern Europe is corruption-free. Rama said that he expects the system to be fully operational by the end of 2026. For example, if you go to get coffee and forget to come back to work, the child will say what was said when you were not in the hall and will say you should counterattack.
Now, this is like...
We're going to get into a nuclear war.
Things might have changed because it's been a while since I've been there, but a long time ago, back in my home, we had droids, right? They were self-aware, but they had to follow, like, human commands. I cannot imagine putting those people in charge of an entire country like that. Like, in our society, droids are third class citizens, right? It goes pretty much everybody else, right? And then Wookiees under that, and then droids under them. And you're telling me they're going to be running an entire country by themselves?
The closest thing you think you have is Geonosis.
No, those are bugs. Those are above the Wookiees.
Well, no, but don't the droids run Geonosis? Or do the bugs do?
No, the bugs do. But, well, I mean, nobody runs it anymore. It's a dead planet. Back when I was in the 501st, we blew that bitch up. Ugh, this reminds me of...
Oh my god, you're like sweaty.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking wet inside of this mask. It's just my breath reflecting off of it back at me. But this reminds me of, what was it, Venezuela, when they swapped their national currency to Bitcoin? It was like Venezuela or Argentina, one of the two.
Oh, Argentina is the one that's ruled by the guy that we're bailing out with $40 billion.
Okay, well, it's not him because that's dollars, not Bitcoin. But
they have a peso.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's like actual money.
Yeah. So it might be Venezuela. The thing that pisses me off about Venezuela, because you know how we're about to like invade them.
Yeah. Did you see that message from the president? He was like, please, no.
Well, this is the thing. The thing that really sucks is that like the premise of Trump's argument is not wrong. Right? Like he's like the whole like drug thing and the fact that the guy that rules the country is in fact a dictator is like absolutely true. But unfortunately, we have a drug thing and we're ruled by a dictator as well. So like
we should all just kill ourselves.
Everyone go to war with your Labubu.
Let me see. Country that's what I'm gonna say country national currency Bitcoin. Ooh. El Salvador. That's who it was.
That's even worse.
I knew it was some
El Salvador is where we're
country.
sending in people who are American citizens.
Yeah, well, now they get to pay for their prison money in Bitcoin. That's cool. Entire country on the blockchain.
I hate when I walk into a store and I see an ATM that's like, we serve Bitcoin.
Yeah, I see a bunch of those and I'm like, this can't be like real. Surely
money is not real.
You plug your wallet into that and then everything just gets fucking taken off of it and transferred to a different wallet.
There's no way money's real. It's so fake. Did you see I think it's like OpenAI announced a native browser or something like that for Mac, and it wiped like 3 trillion of market value out of Google.
Yeah.
That's not real. That is not real. That doesn't mean anything to me. Google still exists. They still have money.
Hardly. They're 3 trilled down.
They're still charging $89.99 a month for YouTube TV.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck would ever pay for YouTube TV.
Last year,
or for any of these streaming services, honestly, just fucking pirate everything.
HBO raised prices for their mid-tier plan to $18.49.
Yeah, I don't. We have Crunchyroll, which I pay for, and then we have Netflix, HBO, like Prime Video, and like maybe 1 or 2 others. But all of that was included with Haley's phone plan.
Yeah,
she got a new phone, so we're not actually paying for any of that.
Right.
I will say it's fucking annoying because it gave us like the lowest tier of all of that, and they all have ads now. So I'm like, what's the fucking point?
Okay, that's the thing. So Sean gets free Prime because he's a teacher.
Oh, he needs to sub to me on Twitch.
And
Twitch Prime subs are free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you connect your Twitch Prime account, or you connect your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and you get 1 free sub a month.
I'll tell him. But yeah, so he gets Amazon Prime for free because he's a teacher. Turn on Amazon and it's like, enjoy 5 minutes of ads before your content starts.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm paying for this.
Yeah, too bad. You got to pay more.
Yeah. And then now, okay, so A&E. So, okay. I don't want any judgment here, but I'm a real big Dog the Bounty Hunter fan.
We have bounty hunters in our galaxy. There was this when his name was Boba Fett, he got swallowed up by some butthole in the sand. It was a sad day. That fat slug Jabba died though, so I was happy a little bit.
I'm a real big Dog the Bounty Hunter fan, and A&E is a network that aired that, and they have an app, and you can watch all of their content for free on there. So you can watch like First 48. You can watch what is that show? Intervention. You can watch Hoarders. You can watch Dog the Bounty Hunter. You watch all these 60 Days, and you can watch all these things, right? And of course, it's free, so there's ads, and it's like, okay, I can deal with ads, but then the ads don't start when the ad breaks happen. It makes you choose whether you want an interactive ad or 5 minutes of ads.
The fuck's an interactive ad?
You have to like watch a 30-second ad and then interact with stuff on the TV. So like, I was like, okay, I'll do the 30-second ad, and then it made me do a survey. And I was like, this is not 30 seconds because the survey took me 5 minutes to do.
So fucked.
Like, we need, and now, I don't know if you saw, WB is up for sale.
Really?
Yes.
Well, Disney's about to pick up another property?
No, Disney's not interested in it.
Why not?
The top contender right now is Paramount, which is like the worst thing that could happen.
Paramount's owned by what, Universal?
Paramount is owned by Paramount.
Oh, really?
Yes, but Paramount is the one that just bought MSNBC. I want to say. They're the ones that pulled Jimmy Kimmel off TV
and then put him back on.
Yeah. You know who Nathan Fielder is?
Yeah.
Fielder. Did you see that thing of him where like Paramount was the Third Reich?
No, I didn't watch all of that.
He did a bit where he was like talking to Paramount, and it was like a whole Nazi hall. And the banners were all the Paramount logos. They basically, what happened is like right before the election, they were like, okay, so we're going to merge with Skydance. I think it's Skydance. I'm pretty sure it was Skydance. And so because this is like two giant corporations merging, they were like, we need permission from the FCC. So then Trump won the election, and then Trump sued MSNBC for the Kamala Harris interview thing that she did that made him look unfavorable, as if he didn't hold a fucking Klan rally 2 days before the election in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
So he sues them, and they were like, damn, if we fight this, his FCC is not going to approve this merger. So what do? They settle the lawsuit, and the FCC approves the merger. So now Paramount is trying to buy WB, and it's like, that's the word. That's like, the alternate headline is basically like, Germany is attempting to buy Japan in 1940. Like, that's just, it's like Hitler attempting to buy the Japanese Empire. Like, both are bad, right? David Zaslav is a bad person. He's the CEO of Warner Bros. Bad person. Luigi Mangione, bad person.
Wait, why is Luigi Mangione a bad person?
He's not. I'm saying David Zaslav, the CEO of a company, is like I would not. I'm not advocating for it, because if I advocate for it, I'm going to get in trouble. But he is one of those CEOs where he's like cartoonishly evil. He's the one that killed the Batwoman movie. He's the one that killed the Roadrunner and Coyote movie.
Okay, that didn't need to be a movie, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, but the problem is what they're doing is they're greenlighting movies, making them, putting tens of millions of dollars into the movie, finishing the movie, and then canning them for tax discounts.
Yeah, that is.
So they're laundering money through movies.
Yeah.
And that is just like, you know, and so through, like, I don't care if the movie's bad. It needs to come out. Like, because you've sunk the money into it, and what they're doing is they're going, oh, we spent $100 million developing this movie. We're never going to release it, and we'll write it off as a tax loss. And then they don't pay taxes on it. So it's a loophole. So it's just, in addition to taking away art, it's using art as a tax loophole.
Yeah,
And it's like, we used to do that through paintings.
yeah.
We still do it through
The
paintings.
painting one's a little different though.
I believe. Do you know that conspiracy theory?
What, like paintings don't have any value and they're
just
assigning it
money
random
laundering
values
things.
to
Yeah.
launder money. Yeah. I don't think you should be able to, like, if you have an art project and then you sink a lot of money into it and then like don't end up finishing it or anything, I don't think that should be tax deductible.
It's written off as a loss because you've sunk the money into it.
Yeah, but like if I go out and I buy like a bunch of studio equipment or I get like a fucking IMAX camera or something and I just don't
you could write it off.
do anything with it because I'm like, well, we never ended up like finishing the script.
All you would have to do is do an LLC, which is
so fucking dumb.
Yeah, you just make yourself into an LLC. It's like the same thing. It's like people will be like, oh, support small businesses. And it's like, I really do want to support small and local businesses, but it pisses me off to no avail when people are like, I'm going to ask you one business question while we're out at lunch and I'm writing this off as a business meeting. And it's like, no, pay your fucking taxes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. It's the same thing too. What pisses me off, I don't know if you saw this. There was a whole fucking discourse on Twitter. There's a Subway Builder game that came out, and it's basically like what's the roller coaster game?
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Roller Coaster Tycoon, but subways.
Okay.
So you can like build a subway system in a city, and you like have to like get a return value on it. Like the goal is to make it a like monetarily successful thing. You don't have to get a profit, but like you don't want to bankrupt the city in the process of it, right? So you have to like strategically build stuff. And so it started this whole discourse because at the same time that this came out, a lot of subway stations in New York are replacing turnstiles with like full body length, like frosted glass. I don't even know what they're called, but like they basically like open up like that.
Doors.
They're doors, but they're like saloon doors.
Okay.
But they're like full body length. And people are like, oh, just go through the emergency exit and hold the door for everyone. And it's like, you do know that it costs money to run that public service.
Yes, but where the money is coming from is the wrong place.
Correct. I will say that there needs to be a higher tax on individuals making a lot of money. But like at the same time, fare evading is not going to make the service any better.
Yes, but it's continuously getting worse and not something people want to pay for.
It's only like a couple bucks to ride the subway.
Yeah, but people ride it like all the fucking time.
But you get a monthly
pass. It's like the main mode of transportation. Some people can't afford that.
If you're living in New York,
they're probably living in their car.
Do you know it? I had no idea that we don't have that bad of a standard of living here. Because
there's places where they're completely flat because they've been bombed for the past like 80 years.
I'm talking about in the US. I'm talking about in California. Because like, you know, like everyone's like, oh, California's super expensive. I was talking to someone who lives in DC and they were like, yeah, I have a bachelor's degree and I make $150,000 a year.
God damn.
And I was like, oh my God, that's like perfect. Like that's what I would want to make. And they were like, oh, I live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Because like it's so expensive to live in DC. And I was like, oh, I thought California was the most expensive place. You just got beat by the woke agenda.
Yeah, no, DC housing is insanely worse than here.
I don't understand a lot of the East Coast's living situation. It really mind boggles me. Because here it's like, oh, I need an apartment. And then an apartment company's like, hi, we have an apartment. And then you say, hi, can I sign a lease? And they say, yeah, here's a year-long lease. That's going to be $1,200 a month. And then you pay everything else associated with it, like electricity.
$1,200 a month for an apartment? Where the fuck are you looking at apartments? Fresno? Yeah, no shit.
I'm just throwing out a number. But like they're like, hi, that'll be $1,500 a month for a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. That's like the size of this room. You pay us each month by the 5th, please. Rent's due on the 1st, and then you pay the electric bill, and then we might charge you for parking depending on where you live. And like that's it. If there's a problem, you call and they have to fix it within a reasonable amount of time, and if they don't, they're like legally liable for it. But on like in like New York, it's like you have to like schedule like apartment tours, and even then like you have to like apply and like you have to like bid for the apartment essentially. And it's like just the wait, and like, and then they're like, oh, there's no washer or dryers anywhere in New York, you have to go to a laundromat. Or like there's apartments, but then there's like a communal bathroom.
Ew.
And it's like it just mind boggles me the way that the East Coast works, like New York in general. And then like have you seen apartments in New York?
I know they're tiny.
They're hella tiny, and like they just build around stuff. So they'll be like, oh, this was like a janitor's closet next to like a conference room, and we just kind of merged the two together. So now there's this random slanted wall.
Yeah.
And so it's just like the standard of living does not seem great over there, because they're like, oh, I pay $3,500 a month for my studio apartment. And it's like, that's not even like $3,500 a month here would get you at least 2 bedrooms.
In Sacramento, yeah. In San Francisco, you'd be lucky to like have a 1 foot by 1 foot space.
Well, yeah, but this is the thing is, I don't know if New York has this, but San Francisco has a program where they will give you $600,000 if you're a first-time home buyer.
A lot of places in California have that. I know that much.
We also, I think we just passed a law where we'll give you, and I think we're trying to extend it to be permanent, but it's like we'll give you, I think, like 20% of your home's value up front, and it's basically an interest-free loan.
Now I gotta pay 2 loans? Just give me the fucking money.
No. So what you do is, so like, let's say you go and you're like, okay, I'm gonna buy this house. It's $500,000. The state will pay for $100,000 because that's 20% of it, right? Which means that you only need to borrow $400,000 from a bank, right? When you sell that house, all they want is their 20% back.
What if I never sell it and I die in it?
Then, well, if you die in it, then it would get passed down. But once it's sold, the state is just going to take that out of whatever the proceeds are. So housing goes up in value, right? So the idea is maybe it's not 20%, maybe it's $20,000. I don't know. Either way, it's designed to get people in houses like faster and quicker. And like when you sell it, all they do is they say, okay, you made a profit off of this house. We're going to take some of that profit so that we're whole as a state.
Yeah, it's just going to immediately bump the price of every house up by 20%.
Well, we just recently passed SB 79, which was like a nightmare to pass. It basically legalizes high density housing within a mile of what is defined as mass transit. So mass transit's like a bus stop. So now basically there's not a single city in California of substantial size that can like basically be like, we don't want that 5-story apartment building. And so now we're going to have like, hopefully by 2030, I think they said like millions of new construction projects completed, which is good, which should flood look, all I'm saying is I will vote in 2028 whoever crashes the housing market.
Yeah. You know, I found out how they do housing in Japan, and it's very interesting. They don't, evidently it's common in their culture to, when you move into a place, tear the house down and build a new one.
That would make sense.
Yeah, on like the same plot of land.
That's what Sean and I want to do. We want to buy a plot of land and like actually build a house on it, or like buy like there's a house actually right by where I park for work, and it's just completely like gutted and dilapidated. And I was like, there's no way they're charging more than $100,000 for this thing. Love to just buy it, bulldoze it, and build a house that looks similar. Yeah, because I don't want to do the whole gentrification house.
Yeah, but what you end up doing is, you don't buy like the house, you buy essentially the land it's on, or you can lease the land that it's on for a certain amount of time.
Right.
You tear down the house, you build a new one, and then when you decide you want to move or something like that, they tear down the house and build a new one for the next person that's coming up. They're just constantly like ripping down and putting up new houses.
I mean, I feel that's the whole thing. That's another big thing in San Francisco, especially because the entire, if you're not familiar with San Francisco should really be like Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really should. It should look like Tokyo.
Well, you ever see Big Hero 6 at San Francisco?
Really?
Yeah, it's a combination of Tokyo and San Francisco.
Exactly. Like that is, but that's what it should be because like Tokyo is like the biggest metropolitan area in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 36 million people live in that area. I'm not saying 36 million people need to live in San Francisco, but like San Francisco is kind of like a perfect city in the sense that it is never hot. And if it's hot, it's for like 1 week out of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And they still have AC. Everyone there has AC and heating. It's on the coast, easy beach access. It's a peninsula. It's on a hill. Like it's just complete, like it's uninvadable. Like it's just perfect. And the entire west side of San Francisco is just fucking suburbs.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the area that like people are really trying to focus on. And to me, it's like their excuse. So they're Ronald, it all leads back to Ronald Reagan, believe it or not. But basically in this, when he was governor, they passed CEQA, which is the California Environmental Quality Control Act.
Yeah. It's like the worst fucking thing that happened to the state.
Well, it was like, okay, Earth Day became a thing and they were like, we need to protect the environment. And it's like, yeah, absolutely. Cool. They did that. And then they created a loophole in it where basically people just use it as excuses to like sue development. Right. So that's kind of what everyone in San Francisco does. And their whole thing now that CEQA has been pretty much nuked because that's what SB 79 did is like, oh, but if we develop all these things, it's going to take away the character of San Francisco.
Yeah, fuck you. Build more houses.
And this is the thing. It's like, first and foremost, I don't fucking care. It's not going to look like it did in 1849 forever.
Yeah.
Right? Like Tokyo does not look like it did in feudal Japan.
Well, I mean, they kind of got leveled during the 1940s.
But that's what I'm saying is like it probably still today would have not looked like it did in New York does not look like it did in the 60s.
Yeah.
In the 60s, it was
there were the Twin Towers.
There were the Twin Towers. It was Art Deco. It was Art Deco, right? Even Chicago has like, there's like a picture of the river because the river's relatively new in Chicago. And it's like a weird like triangle intersection. Mm-hmm. And there are some Art Deco buildings out there, but most of the other buildings in Chicago are not like Art Deco themed. But even if, this is the whole thing, is even if people are like, oh my God, San Francisco needs to have this charming character of like the Full House houses, just pass a law that says whatever buildings need to be built are built in that style. So if you're like, oh my God, I need these like the craftsman style, I don't even know what they're called, like craftsman style housing, I think, out in San Francisco, just mandate that the apartment building that's built is like a fucking pastel pink with like the trim on it. Just make it so it can't be that stupid like boxy modern design.
I'm pretty sure if they did that, it would make the like high density housing so much more expensive to build. Because high density housing isn't very like architecturally appealing for the most part. It's just meant to be quick and effective.
It doesn't need to look that way on the inside. It just needs to look that way on the outside.
Yeah. I'm saying that would be like a lot more work and increase the price of the individual units.
But if there's a bunch of units,
yeah, eventually if you build enough,
yeah,
it will come back down. But like, I just don't want them to have to appeal to some bullshit aesthetic and then
that's what I'm saying is like, if you have to have it your way, just pass that law. But at the same time, I really don't care.
I think we just need to fucking deregulate
a lot
building.
Of things, yeah.
Yeah, just get a bunch of houses up. Not like completely gut it, but just like kind of tone it back a bunch.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like...
Some regulation is good, but overly regulating is why we don't have high-speed rail.
The only regulation that we should have is what can be built where. I personally don't mind, like, downtown Sacramento for me is like the perfect example of a city, because there are single family housings down there, but there's also like just straight up like 20-story apartment buildings.
Yeah.
Like that's perfectly fine because some people don't want houses.
Do you know Florida built high-speed rail in like 2 years across their entire state?
Do they use it?
Yeah. It's like open and functioning right now.
That's another thing. I think whoever the next governor is needs to break out eminent domain.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
Well, it's not even like we don't have the land for the high-speed rail. It's fucking CEQA.
It is, but now CEQA's gone. So.
Yeah, now CEQA's gone. So hopefully we can start. Yeah, the funding has been gone.
Yeah.
But hopefully now they'll be like, okay, well, now that we don't have to be fighting all of these lawsuits, we can just take that money and put it into the rails.
And that's the thing.
I just want to be able to go from here to Los Angeles in like an hour.
Not even an hour, just faster than it takes to drive.
Yeah, well, I mean,
more reliably. That's the whole thing. Is like, I don't like. I've had this vision for Sacramento of like connecting all of the suburbs to the main city in like a spoke design almost, with like not high speed rails, but like light rails. Because the fact is, the light rails go faster than the traffic moves, and that's enough. As long as people see that it is more reliable, more predictable, and faster than traffic, they'll buy into it.
Even if it's not faster than traffic, as long as it just works, people are going to take that, because nobody likes commuting.
That's what I was saying is like, right now I live 7 minutes from my office. It is taking me 25 minutes to get to the office every day now because of traffic, right? If I took the light rails, well, they're actually finally are building a green line that's going to go from the airport right past my house, which I'm really excited for. Hopefully that's in the next like year or two. But if I were to take light rails, it would probably take me like 25 minutes to get to my office every day, which is the same amount as driving, but it's a guaranteed 25-minute drive.
Yeah.
Like, I know for a fact that I would have to leave my house at 7:35 to get to the office by 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't need to be like, oh, wow, I need to leave by 7:30, you know, or whatever. And then I leave the house at 7:30. It's like, surprise, there's 45 minutes of traffic. Now you're late.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just like, I don't get in my car for anything a lot of these days now, except for the gym and work. Like, you could still own a fucking car, but like, take a bus to work or something. Goddamn.
Yeah. We just need more trains, build more trains, build more houses.
Yeah. Build more Dyer Lanes.
Build more Dyer Lanes, more places for me to put my trash. I look fucking terrible. Oh my god.
You look like a Din Djarin after rescuing Grogu for the millionth time.
All right, we wrapping it up there. My feet are cold.
Yeah, I'm gonna go warm. What? Who said that? Let's read socials. Okay. Socials read out. Okay, YouTube, Learning Curve Pod, every Thursday, 2:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Like the video, comment on the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, leave us a review on whatever app you're listening on, please. Instagram, we are learningcurve.podcast. Twitter, we are at learncurvepod. Bluesky, we are learningcurvepod.bsky.social. TikTok, we are at Learning Curve Podcast, and you can come argue with me in the TikTok comments if you want. What I do best. Bodhi's Twitch is Shrink3Dink. My Twitch is ChefCram_. Stay tuned because we're gonna get George Santos.
Oh yeah,
I am determined to get George Santos to play Battlefield with us. It's gonna happen. I am pulling every string I possibly can to figure it out. And Bodhi's Substack is Shrinky. Did I miss anything? If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, scroll down to the bottom of the show page, leave us a review and a starred rating. I don't know how Spotify works because I'm not poor. And I like my audio quality good, so
Trooper lives matter.
the like Sister Jude season 2 of American Horror Story, so Ryan Murphy, thank you. Oh, next week we're starting our Mission Impossible watch.
Oh, we're starting that next week?
Yeah, I figured since we kind of put a lot of effort this month into episodes, figured take it easy for a couple episodes. Plus, I got work stuff going on over the next couple of weeks. It's going to make me really, really busy.
It's gonna take us like 2 months to work through Mission Impossible.
We're not going to do so. My thought is just because of work circumstances for me over the next 2 weeks. So next week we'll do the first one, and then the next week again because I have to work 7 to 8 a.m. Or 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. on.
I was about to say 1 hour. Ooh.
No, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. on not tomorrow and Tuesday, but the following Monday and Tuesday. So I'm going to be just swamped with work for the next 2 weeks. So I figure for 2 back-to-back episodes, we'll do 1 and 2. And then things will start to slow down. We'll get back on a regular schedule. And then we'll just do like 1 a month for the next few months. So we'll do 2. We'll do part 1 and part 2 back-to-back. And then we'll maybe just throw in one. Maybe the end of the month, we'll do Mission Impossible for the next, after that, 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be our New Year's episode. Oh, we could do a BBC episode.
Oh, for New Year's?
While watching Mission Impossible.
Oh my God.
But
Ugh.
tell us, who had the sexier costume?
God, dude, my balls hurt.
This is a really good one to watch because crotch. You can see Bodhi's balls.
All right.
Bye.
I'm gonna go put clothes on. Bye.